Oh. Oh dear. You poor thing. Safe now. Come along. You'll be alright. Going to get you somewhere safe and warm until you stir awake. And then you can be on your way. Not safe out here, but you are safe with me. No place to be by yourself. You'll want to lie still. You had something rather nasty happen to you out there. Something had a go at you, that's for certain. There are cuts about your arms and legs, bruises everywhere there isn't. You're rather bedraggled. I'm a huntsman. I found you out in the woods. No. We're still in the dark forest. This is just a cabin of mine. Small little place, but safe enough, out of the way, and with the fire that you're curled up next to. I apologize I didn't have anything more soft to lay you on, but a rug, the floor, and a blanket is better than the fine coating of leaves that you were laid out upon when I found you. Yes, you're remembering correctly. I sat you on the front of my horse and got you back here. It seemed the responsible thing to do. Yes, I made you something to eat. I'm afraid it's only lukewarm now, but if you haven't eaten in a while, you could do far worse. Cookery is not my specialty, but warm soup never hurt anyone. It's dangerous out there. Wolves, bears, and far worse besides. You're lucky to be alive, travelling alone so light and undefended. No. You're safe now. If you would glance out that window, you'll see that night has not yet ended. You are in a part of the forest where it never does, where the moon rises high, barely visible, taunting us through a thicket of twisting, gnarled branches, like dark fingers clutching at an inky sky, where the sun is a stranger who you loathe for its absence. Finding your way in is something that can be done on accident. Finding your way out again takes method. I can guide you out, yes. My plan is that we shall do so on the morrow, when the night mist fades, and there is an illusion of light to travel by. This place may be a land of eternal darkness, but the creatures need to sleep still. All of them. There will be a narrow gap of a few hours where the nastiest of the beasts are still dozing, or we we may slip out by one of the safer routes undetected. Until then, wrap up, safe and calm. You are unlucky to end up here, but the ending to your little story here is better than most. My story is a longer one. I first came here when I was young. My father would take me into the woods to do his duty, to keep it contained, stop its horrors from spreading out into the real forests of the world, where the sunlight peeks through golden leaves of green. I carry on his work, and it's a noble enough cause. It's been some 10 years now of me by myself. He became too sick to continue at first, and passed, more peacefully than one in his profession might ever dream. I was proud of him for that. But the darkness grows thicker these passing years, the mist denser, and the creatures bolder. You might have been torn to shreds by something with gnashing teeth and claws of razor wire. Yes. The trees do seem to come out of nowhere to trip you. In a normal forest, I might put it down to the simple dangers of twisting roots jutting from the ground at odd angles. But here it's deliberate, more often than not. You would be horribly surprised by how often it happens. A root not just twisting out of the ground and hooking under someone's boot, but actively wrapping around their ankle for a moment to pull them to the ground, and then disappearing back whence it came from. A branch not just dangling low to slap at someone's face, but twisting about their neck in a moment. This is not a safe place. Not beyond these walls. I can see your eagerness to want to leave, but trust me, rest would do you best. You're polite, but there's no need to wait and watch with me. You should sleep. It would do you good. And I have watched through many a night in this place, with nary a heavy lid. You are safe under my protection, and you needn't burden yourself with assisting my duty to protect you. Of course it is. I told you. I am here to slay beasts, cut at the trees that try to grow out of this place, and, when I can, build at respites like this one. If you had been perhaps a little luckier earlier, you could have stumbled to this cabin all by yourself. It was not so far from where you fell. This place is a twist and a turn. Distance is inconsistent. In one moment, you may find yourself far closer to where you were going than you imagined, and then, immediately after, far further. There is no consistency, no rhyme or reason. Only one who knows the ancient path or one whose instincts guide them, can navigate freely. That's why I said you're in safe hands with me. I was born into this place. Even I couldn't tell you whether I actually know the paths or if they are deep within me. I'm as much like the beasts here as I am the people outside this forest. A few others like me. We keep to ourselves mostly. It is a lonely profession. But one day it will be my responsibility to pass it on to someone else. Perhaps then I'll find some companionship. You really should get some sleep, though. The nights here are long, but they do not last forever. That break in the darkness, to find the twilight amongst the night, that will be our opportunity. We will head out then. We'll move by lantern light. Oil crushed from the darkest of trees glows bright when burned. It'll guide us to safety. No, the fire is as normal as anything in this place can be. And the soup is made from vegetables that I brought in from the outside. You're not eating some mysterious, strange animal or plant that would have eaten you at its first opportunity as well. No. I wouldn't advise that sort of thing. The darkness here can eat from the inside out as well as the outside in. And the beasts of the forest would be all too happy for a way into one of these refuges. Trust me, you're safe. I would know if something was with us. Wrap up warm. Forget the horrors outside. Let it be an ordinary night. Let your mind wander to the difference in here from out there. In here there is warmth and light, comfort and safety. Out there are terrors and coldness and darkness, twisting paths to nowhere, and a very world that would yank you from where you rightfully deserve to be. And yet, you are safe from all of that. Safe and insulated by a simple stone wall and a wooden door, erected in such a way that none of the beasts can get at you. Those gnashing teeth and those razor claws are as helpless as they would be from a kitten scratching at your skin. Rest. Know peace. Know that you are safe, that the dangers, real or imagined, cannot hurt you, and that I will protect you from now until you are in sunlit lands once again. That's the spirit. Off to bed you go, my weary travelling friend, and I will watch over you as safe as you have ever been before.